make some money.
Probably.
Yesterday, I saw a guy, honest to God. The light is getting ready to change, coming down.
He tore his
He's coming
ACL.
out of Rabbit
Actually,
Show, coming off
yeah.
of Phoenix.
Yeah. He is.
Didn't even slow down. Straight across into Starbucks. It was like, are you shitting me? It's like, I mean, I guess you need it.
Oh, thank you. Well, that didn't work.
Magic phone?
Before the meeting starts, we did get these new, Kevin.
Oh, we did get them?
There's only a few, oh, in Austin's, there's 4. So I need to let her know that we don't have them all.
Okay.
Oh. Joe,
I got
so
mine.
I will change them out
Okay.
when I get the others.
Look at that, I don't even have to worry about it.
All right, ready to roll?
Yeah.
Call this meeting of the City of Washington Board of Public Works to order Tuesday, April 22nd, 7:30 a.m. Roll call, please.
Sorry about that. John Bittler,
Here.
Brad Mitchell,
Here.
Mike Ratatek,
Here.
Steve Richardson,
Here.
Mike Coulter,
Replaced.
By Joe.
Yeah, with,
Placed by me.
replaced with Joe Holtmeyer?
okay.
Have a seat, Al.
As of last night,
As of last night.
Chad Briggs, Steve Stuber,
replaced Chad
Here.
Briggs.
It's out there.
Austin Harskamp,
Here.
Stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Gee, maybe we should start.
Thank you all. Welcome, new councilman, to the most exciting meeting that you will go through this month.
This exciting 15 minutes of.
Let's see, everybody got the packet, take a look at the minutes. Corrections, changes, additions, motion.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Minutes approved, thank you very much. Okay, this is the dreaded question, Kevin, any priority items?
No priority yet.
Yay, it's a good day in Washington. Wastewater. We got no bills.
Thank you.
We owe nobody any
But I do
money
have,
this
but I
month.
do have something too, we will have a bill.
We will, okay.
Yes. I found out yesterday that our last VFD for the influent pump station at the treatment plant has finally failed.
Oh, great.
So, they're sending me a quote on that. The number that was verbally given to me was about $16,000.
Oh, well, that's not,
Which, what we're gonna see from here on out is, it's, went up quite a bit since the last one we ordered, but, because of the way the economy's going now, that's what we're gonna see. So, when I do get that, I'll probably email it to you guys for approval. It
Okay.
needs to be replaced. I just don't have the paperwork, so I'll do it, if you guys are all right with that. I'll email it to you, so you can see it.
how long will it take to get the replacement?
They're telling if I can get it ordered pretty soon, it could be anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks.
Well,
So,
okay, we'll give it to
We've
us.
got it running across the line right now, which means it's just on.
Okay,
But it is something we have to replace. It's all part of the, well, this isn't part of it, but it's in conjunction with the rebuilding of our influent pump station. The 4 pumps and bases and everything had to be replaced. And on that, they came out to start the work. The treatment plant has 2 influent cells on the influent station. That's designed that way to be able to shut one off and do maintenance and have the other one open and working. They went to shut the one off to do maintenance on it, and it's called a sluice gate. The gate, as it was going down, either jammed or whatever happened to it, and it broke some of the parts in there. The shaft that runs up and down is busted, so we're gonna have to do some repair work on that.
okay.
Good thing is we was able to get the other one closed without anything happening to it. So we've only got one to work on. So that's gonna be an additional something, and I don't even know what that's gonna cost yet. We're gonna do as much as we can in-house to help keep that cost down, but we will have that, coming along too, so.
Any of that budgeted? You can't hardly budget that.
The sluice gate, I do have in the budget some, equipment repair and maintenance. That wasn't budgeted, but there's money budgeted for that type of work. We'll just may have to pull something else off. The influent wet well lift station, because you guys are new, that's a 2-year carryover. This is the second year. It got carried over from last year because of equipment, ordering and deliveries schedules. We also have a project going on right now with the belt press. That presses out the sludge over at the old plant. It's our sludge processing plant. That is in the works of being done. That is another carryover. That took, I don't remember how long it took to get the material. We finally got the equipment in. We're gonna be starting that hopefully in the next month or so. We gotta wait until we can shut the press down and not build up too much sludge. And that usually happens during the summer. So here in a couple months, we should be able to get that started. So that's 2 projects that are going on that you guys didn't know about. So that's where we're at on wastewater.
All right. Thank you very much. Moving on to water.
Water, Front Street. We are down to Oak Street on Front Street. We have shut the project down for this week so that we can do our delinquent utility bills shut off, and we have some routine cleaning of sewer lines that we have to get done too, so we're doing all that this week, get all that done. And then we will be back on Front Street on the 28th. We will be going back on the 28th instead of starting at Oak and heading on further south or west towards Stafford. We're gonna go back and connect in all of the services that we only got like 5 of them, right, Carrie? That we have to tie in. We're gonna go back and get those tied in so that then the street department can come behind us and start asphalting what we've done so that we can get rid of the coal mix and everything and make that back to a little bit smoother road. Because that's the way it's gonna stay for a little bit, so. Yep, till next year. So that's the plan. I was gonna go all the way to Stafford, but that needs to be repaired. So we're gonna go back and do our connections, and then the street department can come back behind us and patch them. So that's the plan, starting on the 28th, and then we'll go back to Oak Street and work our way on down. So that's it about it with water.
Questions? Water, now we're down to Pottery, back to sewers.
Yes.
Pottery Road extension.
Yeah, I think we talked about this a little bit. This is the old Pottery Road area up there above the terraces, apartments. This area was part of the Meadow Lake subdivision agreement from way back when. We finally got to a point where we can connect in the sewer. We already put the water in for them. That was put in a few months ago, and the sewer is the last thing we got to do. So we went out for bids. KJU was a low bid, Lamke and KJU. It got approved last night at council to move forward. Just want to let you guys know we're moving forward with that. $38,000-ish. There's a rock that has a contingency with rock built into it. So if they don't hit a lot of rock, that number will come down a little bit possibly, but I'm not looking forward to it because that's
And that's
all
gonna
rock.
feed,
so.
that's gonna feed into the line on Pottery?
That'll feed into the line that runs down through the terraces and runs down through there. It ties into that sewer system. So we wasn't able to do it before because there was no sewer there, so.
So it's gonna go down,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
up to Pottery?
No, it's going down to gravity fed
It's
up.
not, it doesn't go into that line that we put across the,
No,
Okay.
no, no. That's water we put across there,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Okay. So that's in the works, that's good.
That's in the works. So that project, that area will be done completely finally, and we won't have to worry about it.
I think Darren said last night, 65 years in the making.
Yep, pretty much.
And he's been in the city for 65 years.
In the 70s, yeah. It's been a while.
All right,
Oh, and just so you guys know, back to water real quick. I gave you all a delinquent utilities account sheet, list. This is an unedited list, So you're seeing probably more than what you're gonna start seeing. This will be in the packet, every month. So what we have here on this list, so just so you guys know, when you look at the 3 and 4 month, we've been able to get, I think, almost every one of these off now, and they're still off. That's why they show up on this list, is because they're still off. What we do when we get the list is we go through and we look and we make sure that these people are still off and that they are really off. Teresa goes through and looks at each one on the census account, make sure there's no water going through them, and then we take those off the list, because there's no sense having them on the list, because they're already off. So next month's list, it should be less than this, because we'll have the ones that are already off. And then throughout this list, there's some that are still off, so it's not, it's kind of a enlarged list, just because I didn't have time this morning to break it down and go through all that to get you guys this list, but
We used to do this pretty regularly several years ago, and that's what prompted the new, well, it's not new anymore, but the delinquent account payment and up to date and the paperwork and the fees and all that stuff.
yeah, we
that
made some
went with it.
ordinances to help them
That's
try
been
and
about
make some
5 years
payments.
ago, I
Yeah,
guess.
5 or 6, yeah, something like
So
that.
we'll
So-
revisit it, just
So anyway, that's
keep
it.
an eye on it.
Yep,
That's
we'll just
what's
keep an
going
eye on it, that way you guys know, and we'll, keep doing what we do.
Any other discussion, comments, anyone? Mr. Mayor? Aye. Would you like to address the group? This is a distinguished group with the new councilman here, starting a new year. Thanks for serving, guys. Appreciate it all. Great. Our next meeting is scheduled for May 27th. With that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you, meeting adjourned. So, this is one of the,
Haven't played much.
one of the shorter meetings.
Doing league, you know. I saw where
Sometimes we get into a discussion that lasts an hour just on one topic.
I have a 6:30, I have an 8:30,
I think I made
9:30
3
every
birdies.
Tuesday. So shoving this one.
we had net birdies on 13.
A little bit intricate.
Or no, we had
They're usually pretty short.
3 twos.
Sometimes they get long.
I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one
A
there.
little bit to get her this morning. My apologies.
No, I made about a 20-foot putt. I birdied 13 and
You wanna know something?
Well-
This will make you really feel happy.
Hi, Steve. Steve
All right.
pay his
Just
bills.
did busy, popped it up, ran across.
Here's 2 things I've learned about leagues.
Actually, I got the 8:30 canceled. I'm gonna see if I can't